What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the August 2025 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you all. I hope all of you are excited for today's video. We have some very exciting movements here at the Sunport, along with some revised information and overall just a bunch of fun to dive into here as we start to conclude summer. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this United Express Embraer 175. This aircraft's getting fueled up with service out to San Francisco, California today. Twice daily service, and certainly glad to have some great frequency there over to one of the biggest airports in the United States. We got our southwest corner here looking strong, starting with the 737-700 coming in from Phoenix, and now is making a flight out to Houston Hobby today. You got the California 737-800, which is currently coming in from San Diego, and now is going to be making a flight over to Oakland today. And then coming in from Austin, and now is going to be heading out to Nashville, is the 737 MAX 8. So some very good variety over here for the Southwest offerings. We even got this 737-800 currently coming in from Orlando on the Saturday only, and now is making a flight out to Chicago Midway. So great to get some seasonal action in there as well. You got the Spirit Airbus E320. This aircraft's currently coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be heading back out there. So certainly a pivotal service there, and it's continued to bring some lower prices there as we don't have Frontier nor Allegiant on that flight anymore. And Tennessee 1's looking very strong in the Southwest 737-800. This aircraft's going to be making a flight out to Baltimore today, and this came in earlier today from Kansas City. So certainly some very neat routes that we have here at the Sunport, considering the crew base, I believe that's still here. I might be wrong, but regardless, we got New Mexico once, so that's very cool. Got the United Boeing 737-900ER coming in from Denver, Colorado today. This has been a staple the entire summer, and certainly been fun to see this large aircraft type coming in here from one of the largest United hubs, and probably soon to be the largest United hub. So it continues to be quite a fun spoke there for UAL. So love to see that for sure. And our next airplane is the MAX 8 for United Airlines, coming in from Houston George Bush, which is another very prominent operation for them after taking that over from Continental during that merger many years ago. And you got the current livery American Airlines 737-800 coming in from, this is going to be our flight from Phoenix. So certainly happy to see PHX continuing to be a cool asset there and getting the different mainline aircraft types like the A319 and 737. Here's a Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's making a flight in from Dallas-Fort Worth today. It's certainly been cool to see all the 737 MAXs that have been making the services in. So certainly want to continue to emphasize that, as that continues to be quite a big asset here at the airport. And then you get the Airbus A319, and this is our flop for American this month. So Chicago is now on the 319 and an additional 175. So certainly still very good capacity year to date, because I believe it was just a once daily 175 this time last year, or 319 at best by itself. So certainly up on capacity. American Airlines continues to make an emphasis on the Chicago market, trying to compete there with United. We will see how successful they end up being in that endeavor, but what we can confirm is that it's certainly more capacity here for the Sunport. So certainly huge in that capacity. Got to be rock on that. Next up, we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This aircraft's currently making a service coming in today from Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Continues to be a really cool piece of the puzzle, and certainly eager to see what's going to happen with this flight as we continue to move forward. So overall looking very good, and certainly very happy to get to see this right here. So that's absolutely awesome. Next, we have the JetBlue Airbus A320. This has the orange sharklets, and this aircraft is going to be making a flight today, heading on over to the great city of New York JFK. I'm glad to see JFK continuing to be a real asset here. So absolutely loving the movement, and this has certainly been really cool to see. So that's looking absolutely awesome. We also got this Boeing 737-900ER. This aircraft's currently making a flight today, heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. So ATL continues to also be quite an exciting flight too. So glad to see it 3 times a day, and certainly lines up well with their banks. And this is obviously one of their longer flights where they have multiple daily flights. So cool to see that. I think El Paso has 2, Colorado Springs has 2. And yeah, then once you get past that, I think they're all one, like Reno, Jackson, and the other services like that aren't really large cities. Next, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft's making a flight today out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Great to see MSP continuing to really have a good spoke here. Continues to operate quite often, so that's what we love to see. And the A320 is certainly a very capable plane for that duty, so happy to see that. We got the Delta Embraer 175 SkyWest. This aircraft's coming in from Los Angeles today. Actually, both these SkyWest 175s coming in from LAX. You got Delta and American, so obviously quite a few airlines. I'll be eager to see if United ever tries to get back in on this market. They were here for a while, and I think it was so saturated at that time. because I want to say there was at least one other carrier that's not on it anymore that was there too. But Southwest obviously has a big spoke on it, these two, and then yeah, I want to say one more, maybe Alaska. Alaska maybe had that. I want to say it's kind of what my brain's going towards, but regardless, it's certainly fascinating to see what's currently going on here with these services. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. So certainly going to be keeping our eye on it. And as promised, we do have our GA traffic in here today. So we got the Challenger 300 currently making a local flight around the area, surprisingly, just doing some maintenance testing there for the local owner. And we got the Piper Cherokee on your left, excuse me. And this aircraft's currently making a flight today coming in from the great airport of Angel Fire, and now it's going to be heading back out there. So don't want to miss out on Advanced Air's services as well. They had that seasonal summer service. I apologize I wasn't able to get them in here, but certainly very happy with their efforts and excited to see what they do next with their EAS contract. So yeah, here's the FedEx Cessna Caravan. So I did get the confirmation on the routes here. So Durango, Colorado is a really big one, which honestly it's a pretty decent distance, so pretty impressed with that. But anyway, this is coming in from Durango, and now this aircraft's going to be making a flight today, heading over to, there was quite a few, but the first one comes to my mind, I think, was Farmington. So I have no idea where that is or what it is, but regardless, very cool to see that. So happy to finally get to feature those. Primary Boeing 737 freighter coming in from Cincinnati, and now it's going to be heading back out there. So certainly great to see this. Fort Worth been the prominent route, so definitely want to get our prominent ones going strong. And got our cool UPS FedEx lineup. So you got the 757 coming in from Dallas, and now it's going out to El Paso. And you got the 767-300ER coming in from Ontario, and now it's heading out to Louisville. You get the FedEx Boeing 767-300ER, freighter, in the back, coming in from Memphis, and now it's going to be heading back out there. So a good variety of services and variety. There's no doubt about that. And you got the Alaska Embraer 175 coming in from Portland. So cool to see the frequencies going strong even into September here, and then we'll see what happens beyond that month. So we'll certainly keep our eye on that. The Sun Country Boeing 737-800 currently coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. So happy to see this flight continuing to go strong too. And this will be the last month for it, obviously. So long live into October. It'll be back briefly. So excited to get to feature it in those updates. This Delta Embraer 175 is our service to Salt Lake City, where obviously quite a change from the mainline that we had previously to now. We got these, I think this is the last month of 4 times a day, and then September is when we drop back to 3. So I think that is a year-to-date reduction. So definitely a lot unfortunate, but there were several airports that got on that list for reductions. So just got to live with it. It's part of an airport. When there's advancements, there's also, compromises, and that's definitely going to be prominent here on this particular flight. And lastly, we got the United Airlines Airbus A318, and this aircraft's heading over to the great airport of Chicago O'Hare today. So glad to see this going strong, and we're going to be seeing the Boeing 737-900ER flying this year very soon. So certainly very excited about that and all of what the future looks like with that service going strong. So I really hope all of you enjoyed today's update. This was definitely a really fun one to cover, the end of the summer movements, and then obviously we're going to have some big movements coming up here as we move into the fall. No new routes as of right now, but I'll be sure to insert a clip if there are any major developments. But very excited for it all, and I hope all of you are as well. With that said, that'll do it for today's video. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love you do. My name's CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. As CM Aviation is signing off.